Hi everyone, Jay Johnson here with dailytexture.com. Today I am giving you guys in the blog a free fog overlay that I've created. And not only that, I'm going to show you how to use it, but I'm also going to tell you how to make your own fog and smoke overlays, just very briefly, using any kind of program that you can paint with. Okay, let's get to it. This is going to be a very short video, I promise. This is the overlay that I'm giving away today. And this is the picture I'm going to use the overlay on. I made this picture the other day, and I decided he might look nice with some fog. So I went into my paint program, which is Corel Painter. I started with a completely black background. I chose a big brush that makes what I call fluffy strokes. I use a Wacom tablet, so therefore I have a pen that responds to pressure. I have the opacity set low on these brushes. I don't want to paint solid white on the black because that would be too harsh of a transition. So it paints a soft white as I go with my pen, and I push down with the brush. And you can use any brush that will make like clouds or smoke, like the particle brushes will make smoke. But when you press down hard, it would make it real bright, right? But I just used a very light stroke and just made a bunch of strokes and a bunch of fluffy looking clouds, basically, right on top of the black background. So as you can see, there are areas here where it's not very bright, and then there's areas where I pushed harder, where it is brighter. Now, when you do this, it's going to look a little harsh. So after you've covered the area you want to cover with your paint and have your paint looking like you want, sort of cloudy or smoky, then you can use a blur feature like Gaussian blur or soften, and you probably want to run a filter like that several times on the layer, which will soften those brush strokes and make it look kind of, softer, blurry, basically, is what you want to do. And then you just save your image as a JPEG. And after you've saved your image, then you can go to any picture like this, and you put this layer on top, the smoke or fog layer you've created, or the free one that you can download that I've made for you here, and you set your layer mode to screen, like so. Now, you notice it's got the fog over the image, as if he's flying through fog. At this point, you can decide if you would, if you like it the way it is, or if you would like to mask some of this away. Like this right here is a little strong, so you could get your masking tool open and you could just dab it like this and take some of that brightness down. That's one way to do it. Or you could lower the opacity to get it where you want it to go and do masking. Or you can, you can also resize the fog and the smoke to be more in line with what you want. See, there's the layer, and as you bring it bigger, it spreads it out, makes it a little thinner. You can move it around like so. I kind of like it resized like this, so the strength is a little stronger down here, but a little softer on the bird. And you can click that on and off to see how you like it. Once again, play with opacity to get it where you want. If that's too strong, lower it. Or you can mask like so. If that's a little too strong right there, just mask some of that away. And you can also bring some of it back with your masking tool. Once again, play with opacity. I kind of like it around 90%. It's not quite as strong. And then after you're finished getting your fog or smoke like you want it, and have it the picture the way you want to see it, then you hit merge or from stack if you're in Topaz, which will merge your layers. And therefore now we have a different image. And I'll pull the original. This is the original. And then here's the one with the misty, foggy effect to it. So it's that simple. And let me pull this back up here. You could add another layer on top. You can duplicate your layer. You can resize that. You know, if you wanted to add more, you can flip the layer, turn it around if you wanted it at the top instead of at the bottom. You can do all kinds of things with this to get your picture looking like you want. So let me fix this back and flip it back around so you'll see once again what you're getting. This is the image that I'm giving away, and it's just a simple white paint on a black background, which is softened and blurred to create fog or smoke. And you can, like I said, you can use any brush, but you probably don't want to use the white paint at full opacity. And it's really good if you have a pressure sensitive pen with your Wacom tablet. So, because a lot of the brushes in Painter are pressure sensitive, and I know you can paint in Photoshop as well. And I'm not sure about their pressure sensitivity in there, and there's other paint programs out there. But you just basically take a big soft brush, or if you're in Painter, those particle brushes make wonderful smoke if you want to show smoke coming up from something as well. I really like the fog type of images because that goes well with my wildlife where smoke wouldn't go so well. So I tend to create, big white fluffy cloud looking images and then blur it to make it look like the fog. And anyway, I hope you guys enjoy it. Just visit dailytexture.com and the blog. I will put the link to the blog post in the description of this video so you can easily find it and download this one free and play with it. And I encourage you to experiment with your paint programs to create your own smoke and fog layers, because that way it's a little bit more original to you and your image and in what you're working on. Thanks for watching and have a great day.